Welcome to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast, where we share tips, techniques, and true stories to support you in using the law of attraction and alchemy to create magic and live the life of your dreams. Here's your host, the founder of DailyAlchemy.com, Michelle Martin Dobbins.
Hi, this is Michelle Martin Dobbins from DailyAlchemy.com. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about allowing. This year, 2016, which is actually, I'm recording this a few days before 2016, but it's probably already 2016 if you're listening to it. So this year, my word for 2016 is allowing. I use a word of the year every year. And last year's was daring. And so part of my being daring was for me to start a podcast because it's something that was kind of scary for me and hard to do. But it's been really fun. I've dared to do a few other things throughout the year. And daring was a great word that really served me well about being open and authentic and just letting myself be who I am and not worrying about it. But this year, I wanted to be a little bit more at ease because daring to me was, really pushing myself a little bit. And I don't think it necessarily needs to be, but that was kind of the energy that I felt. And so as I was meditating on a word, allow is what came to me. And I think there may even be a book called The Art of Allowing, and I probably should have looked that up and seen who wrote it. But I know that it's a technique that a lot of people use. And I'm looking forward to doing more of that in this upcoming year. Because for me, some of the most magical things in my life have happened when I've just allowed things to unfold however they do, whatever happens. One of the biggest things is DailyAlchemy.com. I started that blog in the beginning, had many different names and visions and purposes, but my main purpose was to be a writer. And I was told if you're going to be a writer, you must have a blog. So, okay, I do a blog. If you're a writer, you need to write about writing. I was like, oh, this is really hard. I don't like writing about writing. It's not interesting. So someone said, just write about what you like, what you do. And, then you'll connect with other people who are like you and they'll like what you write, fiction-wise. And so that's how Daily Alchemy was born, because I started writing about my spiritual life, which is a very big component of my life. It touches everything. It touches my relationships. It touches my writing. It touches everything that I do in the world. So I love sharing it. And it's kind of taken off and has its own little life. And I still like to do fiction writing. And I plan on actually publishing a fiction picture book this year in 2016 coming up. But I just love connecting with people and talking with people about spiritual topics and law of attraction topics and alchemy topics. And I never planned on doing that. And one of the reasons that I hadn't planned on doing that was because I had so many people that I followed that did that I loved. And I didn't feel like there was a space for me to do that. And now I'm learning, or I have learned, some of the things that I've told people is this: you are unique. And when you do anything, it has your unique resonance to it. But truth be told, I would have never started Daily Alchemy if I just hadn't been kind of allowing and playing. And it was kind of one of those things that once I looked at the blog and the other day and realized I had over 200 posts. I've been doing this for 4 years, and it was not anything that I had ever planned to do. It just unfolded because I just started playing with how can I make this process of wanting to be a writer feel better. And that's what evolved. So if you're doing something, you want to create something in the world, and it's kind of hard and you feel like you're pushing against a wall, if you want to start allowing, just stop and ask yourself that question. How can I make this process feel better? How can I let go of control and just do what feels better next? Because for me, when I was trying to write about writing, it was a disaster. But when I started writing about what felt better, what felt more authentic to me, my spiritual life, it grew into something that, in my opinion, is a beautiful thing. It's something that I enjoy, that I love, and I get to connect with wonderful people because of it. So that's my story about allowing. I think I've had many, many other instances where things in my life have just unfolded in unpredictable ways just because I focused on feeling good and just letting things happen and not trying to push too hard. So I would love it if you have any stories of things that you have allowed into your life, because I'm going to be working on that next year, doing even more allowing and just kind of going with the flow and following my heart and my intuition. And so if you have any stories that you would like to share with me, or if you have any questions or comments or ideas for upcoming podcasts, you can reach me at dailyalchemy.com. Up in the right-hand corner, there are links to my Facebook, my YouTube, my Twitter, all kinds of places where you can get in touch and even email and let me know what you think or what you would like to see in the future. And if you have a few minutes and you could give me a review or a rating on iTunes or Stitcher, I would love, love, love that. That would be the best gift to me ever. All right, guys, I hope that 2016 is already on its way to becoming the best year ever for you. Okay, best year ever so far, because every year we're going to top it, right? Have a wonderful day, a wonderful year. Namaste.
Thanks for listening to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast. Connect with me on thedailyalchemy.com or Facebook at facebook.com/Michelle Dobbins, author. Join us next time for even more magical life tips.